Hello everyone, Windy City Comic Books here. I actually have a few Cherry comic books. They're actually like underground comic books. They have explicit nudity and penetration and like terrible stuff, man. It's really it's really graphic in these. They're black and white comic books. The first issue actually came out in 1982. They had a number of printings, I think like even up like fourth and fifth printings of these books. They've been so popular. But originally it was called Cherry Poptart, and the guy who actually wrote and drew the books, Larry Wells, W-E-L-Z, he was actually worried that Cherry Poptart they're going to get in trouble, like copyright infringement laws with Pop-Tarts, so he changed the name of the book just to Cherry, and I think it was like in the second or third issue. Let me see. Yeah, it's actually largely known as an erotic or pornographic book, but it does actually garner critical merit for its humor and political commentary. Cherry actually appeared in free speech and censorship awareness campaigns also. And Welts actually draws the same simplistic style like of Dan DiCarlo, who was, his style was like basis for Archie comic books, so a lot of them like kind of look familiar, the characters. And this is number 8. That's one of the main characters, LED. You should hear some of the names of the characters. I actually wrote them down here. The characters include Cherry, who's the main character, Pepper, who's her mom, who's like a MILF and joins all the action. Cinnamon, her sister, is actually like portrayed as like a 15 or 16-year-old, and they're actually not allowed to, she's not engaged in like any kind of sexual activity or anything like that, because they actually said that it would be child pornography according to Wiki if they actually had that in there. The other character is Johnny Fuckerfaster, Patty Melt, LED, which I mentioned, and Lola Palooza. Alright, this is number 10. I had a bunch of other ones, but I sold them on eBay because I like money. It's number 16. This is number 19. A little bondage stuff going on. Actually, one other thing I want to mention was one of the characters, Captain EO. It's a parody of Captain EO, just the letters EO. Michael Jackson played as a sci-fi character. And in a 3D issue of Cherry, she actually pulls his pants down and finds there's no genitalia there, male or female. So I thought that got a kick out of that. And they had a few spin-off titles. Cherry Jubilee was one of them. This is number 2. I don't think I give a close-up of number 19. But yeah, you can totally see like in her face and stuff like the Archie characters, you know, how they were drawn. And actually one of the last things I wanted to mention was when underground comic books were actually kind of going out of business, like they weren't really popular anymore. When this series came out in 1982, it's actually credited for reviving the genre. It turned out to be one of the largest selling underground comic books at the time. So anyway, that's it. Hope you learned something. Thanks for joining me, Windy City Comic Books.